Hi guys, and welcome to, drumroll please, my birthday vlog. So it's finally time, it's the best day of the year, it's my birthday, it's also a Saturday, which means it's vlog time, because honestly I can't wait to kind of share this day with you and also have it as a memory to look back on at some point, which is why I'm going to be vlogging today. Maybe I'll vlog tomorrow, make like a whole weekend of it, and hopefully have the most bookish birthday ever. So let's just directly get into what's probably going to be the most fun vlog of all time, because I'm already having the best day ever and I can't wait to share it with you. Okay, so to start off my day, I woke up at about 5:58 in the morning because I googled it the previous night, and listen, it was sunrise. This is the first time I've woken up so early on my birthday, but I really wanted to watch it, which is why it made sense to me at the time. And so I woke up, didn't get enough sleep, but I don't even care because I was so happy to just be out there listening to the bird call in the morning, feeling the fresh breeze on my face and watching the sun go up. Best experience of my life. And then along with that, I sat there for a couple hours, journaled, read my book. I have restarted Nora Goes Off Script again because this is like one of my favorite books ever, in case you aren't already aware. So it's my third time rereading, and I'll get to this later because there are a bunch of bookish things I'd like to do today. But apart from that, at some point after, I'd say around like 8 or whatever, I got up to go shower and get ready for the day. Clearly I'm in one of my most grubby t-shirts because this is the mood I'm feeling right now. I just want to be cozy and comfortable, so haven't got really ready for the day per se, but I think I'm fine enough. And then I was just hanging out downstairs for a couple hours, catching up on my show. I'm currently watching Gossip Girl with my cousin, and I started season 2 today. Crazy stuff. Again, we'll speak about that later in the vlog because I have so many thoughts to give. But apart from that, I've now finally come up to speak to you. It's about 11 in the morning. It still feels like I've lived like 2 different lives since I woke up, because honestly it's crazy, honestly crazy how much you can get done when you wake up early in the morning, and I need to do that more often. But now that I'm having the best day ever, and so I thought we'd do a couple things. Since it's 11 right now, I'm actually going to be leaving to go outside for a little bit, run a couple errands, which is why I'm taking you with me, because we need to go pick up my cake. And surprise, surprise, no one really cares, but I have to mention this anyway because I will look back on this one day and then, be reminiscing over it. Most of my viewership essentially consists of Americans because YouTube Studios tells you that, which is why you guys probably won't get this. But in America, y'all can drive early. In my country, they don't really allow you to drive unless you turn 18. So as soon as you turn 18, then you can start applying for it or whatever, which is why today's finally the day. I'm gonna go to the driving school, apply and get myself a learner so I can finally start learning. And soon in a month's time, hopefully there'll be like car vlogs and stuff, but I have to go apply in the first place. So today I'm gonna be going and doing that along with my best friend. Both of us are applying or whatever, and then do the cake stuff and a bunch of other things. And then I'll catch up with you guys once I get back, but that's what I'm doing in the next couple hours. And then we can come speak about my show, speak about my book, speak about the fact that I hung out with our cockatiel the entire day, and I'm still looking at her as a dragon because I just finished poetrying this week and I can't stop. So here we are. We'll come hyper fixate and obsessed later, and hopefully see if we can book in like a bookstore trip in the middle of the day as well, because I'd love to go there. It's my birthday and we'll see what I do. But essentially I've got quite the day ahead of me. I've got quite the weekend. I'm so excited, and so I'm having the best time already, but it's gonna get even better. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna start getting ready to leave. I have to go in like half an hour or so, which is why I'm coming in earlier now, and I'm gonna go. So bye. Okay guys, so it's now 5:40 in the evening. It's still the same day, and I've come in to update about the things I've been doing over the last couple hours and what I plan to do right now, because there's some fun stuff going on. So to catch you up, basically since the last time I came in and spoke to you, we ended up running the errands we needed to, and then went to the driving school, I have applied. I have to go give my exam on Monday for my learner's license, which means I'm going to be studying essentially all of tomorrow, kind of learning like road signs and stuff, which this is transporting me right back to play school when you learned red light and whatever green light. So here we are. That sounds a lot like a Squid Game reference. It really isn't because I haven't watched the show. But regardless, I am in now, and tomorrow's not going to be very fun because I'm just going to be studying. The lady from the place or whatever, she sent like an 84-page booklet for me to study out of online in the form of like a PDF or whatever, and that's crazy. So I have a bunch of like stuff to be doing tomorrow, aka studying, which is why it's not going to be fun tomorrow. Don't know if I'm going to end up vlogging it, but then Monday is my exam. I'm so excited because finally I get the chance to actually go sit down and drive, and the amount of independence I'll get after that. Like imagine we can have like solo bookstore vlogs. I can go when I feel like it. That's crazy. That's wild and amazing. I can't wait. But then right after that we ended up just walking around town or whatever because it's in one of my favorite places of town or whatever. So we were walking about, going to different places or whatever. We ended up checking out like a bunch of cake stores, and then I finally settled for one I actually liked or whatever, because I really like it when you go last minute hunting and somehow you just find the best ones. I feel like when you reserve orders, like it's not a bad thing necessarily, but for me personally, the thrill of kind of finding a cake in the right time or whatever. So we were doing that essentially. We found my cake, found like one last piece left of like the most pretty cake ever, so got that. The baker, he like messed up my name and he was like adding it to it, so I had to go all over again, and he did it again. But now my cake is acquired or whatever. My driving thing is in progress, and so I'm really happy. We bought a couple other things, came back home, and then after I got back home, I basically just chilled for a little bit. I got like a bunch of calls from relatives, so I was returning that for my birthday or whatever. And then right after, we ended up sitting down for lunch, had pasta. My mom, she honestly slayed with today's lunch. I'm not even joking. And then right after that, you're gonna wonder how much time was I having lunch for, because it's currently like 5:40. How was I just there for so long? Yeah, me and my younger sister, we have gotten back into our 2020 brain rot days, so we ended up playing Among Us for the past 3 hours. Such a brain rot iconic moment, because we just went on and on and on, game after game. Who is imposter, who is crewmate, just going after it or whatever. And like, it's crazy, but I'm so addicted, I cannot stop. And for some reason the server keeps kicking me out, so I don't know what's going on with my account. I'm gonna have to go check it out. But regardless, now I took a break because in some time or whatever I need to start getting ready for going out today for dinner, which is why I figured if I have like half an hour or something before right now, as in I want to sit down and at least catch up a little bit on my book, because I want to make some decent progress. So for the next half an hour odd, I want to be reading at least, because it's my birthday. I want to read someone my special day, which is why that's what we'll be doing. And after that I'll go start getting ready, maybe continue this as audiobook as I get ready so I can finish it off today. Not because I really want to, it's just because we can speak about it then. But I do have an audio copy because I downloaded it last time around, which is why it's not going to be a hassle. I just have to go find it on my account and then start. But regardless of all of that, there are a couple other things I want to do, as in like fangirling, catching up, but I'm thinking I'll just do them in the night now once I come back from dinner, because there's a lot going on right now and there's a lot I want to speak about, which is why it's just best when I have like one place to sit down and do all of it. So there will be catch up very soon about the book, about my show. I'm also thinking about a couple of like different albums or whatever that have been coming out recently, and a few songs specifically. So we'll do that in the night time, but I'll see you then hopefully. Gonna go start getting ready soon, but I'm gonna go read now because I've been looking forward to this all day long. This is like the best book honestly on the planet, which is why it's time to finally get back into it. And I'll see you guys hopefully very soon once I do. Also, there's a couple gifts I got, really few fun ones, so I'll show them to you as well, but later, because I have everything put away and I'm tired and I just want to read. So see you guys soon, but I have to show you some really fun stuff I got, which is why I'll meet up in nighttime. Bye. Hi guys, so you can probably tell it's now a different day. My birthday is over. It's actually a week later. I've had like a really busy week, which is why it completely slipped my mind that I never came in to kind of conclude my day, wrap things up. So here I am now for the outro because listen, the video is incomplete. I do want to post it at some point, which is why here we are now to kind of discuss what I did for the rest of the day on my birthday, a couple thoughts here and there, and then the outro finally. But basically, I believe the last time I came in and spoke to you was about, I think sometime after lunch. I was done playing Among Us or whatever, and then I was planning on getting ready for dinner. Now here's some context before anyone starts judging what I say next. I did wake up at 5:58 in the morning and I was really tired at that point. So I figured a half an hour nap would really do me some good because I didn't want to be the person at dinner who's just like trying not to doze off, not present in the moment because I've been thinking about the bed and how I just want to go sleep because I was extremely tired from having stayed up the entire day and I had quite the day before me. So I ended up napping, and the best part is I didn't really miss much. Now my nap, it wasn't much of a nap, it was about 2 hours long, so it was quite some. But regardless of that 2 hours, even though I missed sunset, it wasn't much of sunset to miss because for context, my hometown currently, there's been lots of weather fluctuations in the sense that it's sunny all of a sudden and then it starts raining, thunderstorming, downpouring, and then out of nowhere it's sunny again. And so thanks to that, the whole week leading up to my birthday, I was kind of manifesting and praying that it wouldn't rain on my birthday itself because I really wanted to enjoy sunshine. And I got really lucky too because every single time I stepped out of the house, it was nice, it was bright, but then every time I was inside, it started raining. So as I was sleeping, as I was napping, it was downpouring really heavy, which is why we couldn't have even been able to go out earlier for dinner if we had to because of the mucky and puddly roads or whatever. It's not really safe in the car. And so I didn't miss much. I don't really have FOMO because I literally just slept through all the rains. I do have a clip, and then woke up at some point, ended up getting ready for dinner. We went out. For context, if you watched last year's birthday video, we went to the same place in the city as we did last year because that's like my favorite place literally ever. Got dinner there. I got my same regular things or whatever. We just tried a couple new drinks, and I think it was like a fun way to conclude the night because I'll be so real with you. Even though I did everything mostly similar to the way I did last year, to me, my birthday is literally just a day. However, it's like a perfect day to me, and so the stakes were really low. I just did everything I really enjoy. I ended up going into my favorites and I didn't switch things up, but I don't care because it's tried, tested and true for me, and because I really enjoy it, I don't want to change things up and try something new and then end up regretting it, especially on my birthday. So even though it's mostly like a repeat of last year's vlog, listen, I wanted it as memories, which is why I recorded in the first place. And even though I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it, I'm so happy I have this video now to come back and look back on at some point in the future whenever I want to. So basically everything from here on out is kind of like a repeat of last year. Went to the same place, ate the same stuff, came back home. The difference between that is because of traffic and having left late in the first place, we got back really late, kind of ended up resting for a little bit, and then it was about 15 June, I think later after midnight or something like that when I cut my cake. But I don't even care because it was like a wonderful conclusion to a wonderful day, and it was the best time of my life because I will say the day was the perfect balance of staying in but also going out just the way I really enjoyed. And I feel like, listen, truly it did it for me. It was the best time ever. And even though we couldn't really visit the bookstore, as it turns out the place we were going to in the city was close by and the bookstore was closed because of the bad weather anyway, so I don't have any regrets. I feel like it was the perfect day to me, and I'm gonna go soon anyway, so it's not a big deal. Now if anyone's wondering about the whole driver's license situation, I did end up spending Sunday, all of it kind of studying for my exam, gave it, and then I got my license. Now I'm ready to go drive. I'm actually learning at the moment and I'm having the best time ever. I'm actually getting a hang of things, so I'm excited for when the driving vlogs have to come in soon because honestly, this is the best time of my life. Truly, this birthday has been such like a catalyst in the most positive direction because everything's going for me at the moment. I'm peaking and I'm having so much fun. But now for those couple chats that I was gonna give you before I probably go and practice driving again because I need to go soon anyway. I was reading this book, Nora Goes Off Script, on my birthday, and I'm quickly gonna summarize it because this is honestly, I think at this point, my favorite book I've ever read. I know I keep saying that's beach read, but I feel like having read this for the third time now, maybe I'm gonna up the rankings because I'm completely obsessed with it, and so I need you guys to go pick it up. Essentially, it follows Nora Hamilton. She kind of writes these like romance stories for the romance channel. So she writes these like movies that are kind of like the cheesy sort, which are full of ads but you watch anyway in the background, and she gets paid for that. But as all of that's going on, she feels like she's got like the perfect picture of romance in her head. She knows exactly how it should be. She's familiar with it. What she's not familiar with is the fact that now her husband kind of walks out on her and her two children, saying that he wants a bigger life of his own, and so now she's a single mom kind of struggling to cover the expenses or whatever, look after her children. And as all of that's happening, she's not really disappointed that he walked out. She's just realizing that she lost herself in their marriage, because he going out, moving on and forward, he wasn't really taking anything away with him in the relationship to begin with, because he didn't give anything to start. So he didn't really love her in the first place, which is why when he walks out, that's not the problem, that's not the pain or the emotional issue, is the fact that she kind of lost herself in their marriage to him, and because of that, it's kind of like a story of self-exploration and self-navigation. So as she's realizing all of this, she kind of ends up writing a script, kind of following the details of her life and her marriage and how it ended, and that kind of gets turned into this Hollywood movie, because it gets picked up, it gets, adapted or whatever, and suddenly she's got the most popular actors ever coming to film in her backyard, because in her story script, she has somewhere called the tea house, which is essentially somewhere in her backyard, and now that's like a filming location. So as all of this is happening, she's kind of watching these actors come play out her own life in her backyard, and she's getting paid for all of it, and she's having the best time ever. Except as it turns out, one of the lead actors, Leo Vance, who's actually playing her husband's part in the movie, he kind of makes a deal with her to kind of stay back, and he's kind of paying her to do it, and they kind of work out this arrangement wherein now she can cover some of the other expenses with the money, which is why she allows it. But when he stays back, she kind of sees that he's a lot more different than the role he's enacting of her husband in the movie, and she pegged him wrong, and suddenly, they're both falling for each other, but it comes with its own complications, because he's this really popular actor and she's a single mom, a romance writer. She's kind of struggling with everything that's going on, and this book truly is the definition of how, if anyone's heard High Infidelity by Taylor Swift, except without the cheating, because I love how you actually slowly watch the life come back into her, and slowly watch her kind of love everything around her, kind of watch her bloom out of what she was left in by her husband. And honestly, this is the best book ever in every sense, because it's like women's fiction with a romance subplot, but it's done perfectly. It's only 300 pages, but the way you feel every single emotion throughout this, I'm not even joking, for the past week I'm procrastinating ending it, because the last 50 pages here where I'm at right now, they're so full of pain and heartbreak, I genuinely cannot take it. And so obsessed with this book, even though I'm not already done with my third reread. This is 6 stars, I'll have it on screen. And so that's how I'm feeling about my book. About the show I was watching now on my birthday, it's called Gossip Girl. I'm so obsessed with it. It's been out for years now, so you guys probably know of it, and I'm just discovering it recently. But my cousin actually talked me into kind of rewatching it with her or whatever. She's rewatching with me, I'm watching for the first time, and we're buddy watching it. And so I haven't had much time this week because I've been busy with my driving lessons to kind of, work that out, which is why I haven't been able to watch much. I'm still on episode 3, I think, of season 2. But what I have watched of this show essentially shows you the kind of wealthy side of how the other half lives or whatever in New York, the Upper East Siders, and you kind of watch the kids of this private school go along with drama and scandals and stuff happening in their lives, and how every action of theirs has some sort of consequence and kind of gets reported by this secret blogger person, Gossip Girl, for everyone online to see what's actually going on. And I'm obsessed with it. I do have a couple hot takes here and there that I'm discussing with my cousin, but I'd like to discuss with more people. So if anyone would like to watch a video and I'm talking about it, even though the show has been out for little years at this point, I would love to do that, because I'm obsessed with it. I'm eating it up. Everything that happened in season 1, especially the ending, that got me so good. And then even right now, season 2, I cannot wait, and I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have the time to go sit down and binge it, because I'm obsessed, I'm addicted. And if you've got similar book recommendations, definitely leave them in the comments for me, because that would eat. Now about the really thoughtful gift that I mentioned in the video, because I do know I said something along those lines and I just never came back on it. It was this clip my mom got me that has number 5 on it, because she actually got me a set, it's all kept away, and she asked me to guess the whole reason why she picked it out for me in the first place. And I was thinking it's maybe because of the colors, because one of them is like this beautiful shade of lilac, that's my favorite color. And so I was guessing with all of that, never actually guessed that it was the reason that this has 5 on it. So imagine how much she went hunting, deep diving, just to find a clip with 5 on it, because for context, 5 Seconds of Summer is my favorite band. So this might be the most thoughtful gift I've received, which is why I just had to show it, and now I can't wait to go ahead and use it, because I've been keeping it aside just to show it in the vlog before I start, wearing it out and about. But yeah, I'm so happy and addicted to that, because honestly, that is the sweetest thing ever. Imagine how much pain and effort she took just to find something like that, and despite whatever gifts I've gotten, big or small, this might be the most thoughtful, because can you imagine, this is the best part truly of everything. And now apart from that as well, I did get quite a few books for my birthday. So if anyone would like to watch like a birthday book haul or whatever, I'd love to give that to you, because listen, I love talking about books literally all the time and I'd love to serve in that sense. But the last thing I wanted to discuss with you before we wrap up now is the albums. So I've been saving a couple to actually go back and listen to, and the best part is now I can, because I was holding out on listening to them until my birthday and we didn't really have time specifically that day to listen together. So I'm gonna go do that now. Basically, I wanted to go ahead and listen to Callum Hood from Five Sauce, my favorite band that I mentioned in the clip story. His new debut album that came out recently, so it came out on the 13th of June, my birthday was on the 14th, stars all aligned, and I figured I'd listen to that together, but because I haven't had the time in the past week, I haven't yet. So as I'm editing, I'll have my favorite song on screen, but listen, I'm so happy that came out around this time because it feels like the perfect birthday gift. And then about, I think towards the end of last year, around the time I was going on vacation or whatever, Luke Hemmings, who's also in 5 Seconds of Summer, the band, he put out the live EP of Boy, and I haven't listened to that yet because I was holding out again. And if anyone knows anything about me, in that same EP, my favorite song I've ever heard in my entire life, called Garden Life, is in it, so I can't wait to go listen live, and I'll have my thoughts again on screen. But that's it for albums, and that's it for all the catch-up, chatting and story time, because now we've reached the end of the vlog. Again, I'm so sorry I didn't come in sooner to kind of conclude this, but truly the past week has been such a blur going by, watching me kind of learn how to drive and getting better and getting the hang of it. And so in all of that, I haven't really had the time. This is the first time I'm actually sitting down to record anything, and so after this it's going to be a reading vlog again. But regardless, I'm so sorry for the lack of updates and the random time skip and time jump, because truly it's a little chaotic, but that's just the way it always is, so I cannot really help it. But regardless, thank you so much for coming along and spending my birthday with me. I know it wasn't very different from last year's, but truly I don't even care if it's tried, tested and true for me. If it's something I love doing and if it's all of my favorite places, I will visit them and I'll hit them up 100 times, because listen, I cannot help it. Honestly, if I know it's gonna be good, I don't want to change things up and regret having changed things up, which is why it's the same thing, but I'm regardless really happy because this might have been the best birthday ever. And so thank you for coming along with me. If you had a good time, like, comment, share, subscribe. YouTube things, you know how to do them, and I'll see you hopefully very soon in next week's video, which is now not gonna be a vlog because I'm not very good or frequent at vlogging. It's gonna be a reading vlog, and that's gonna be more fun because now I can't wait to get into a new set of books. So I'll see you there. I'll see you then. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a good rest of your day. I'll see you hopefully next week, and bye.